Scope. No game is an island, so people draw boundaries and divide the world into separate game. The problem is mental boundaries, not real boundaries, and there are no real boundaries. Every game linked to other games. In one place. Game affects games, and today's game influences tomorrow's game. Final level of strategy is understanding, playing off, and changing the links between the game. The first step is to recognize the links between the games. You can use the links to your benefits and can create new ones and can change the scope of the game. 1. Links between games. What types of links can exist between games? We already know the answer. There's only one big game extending across space, over time, and down generations. Any two game, even if conceived of as games in their own right. This mythical big game hasn't boundaries and a defined scope, so part describe all the elements. Part describe and classify the links between games. Players. A player in your game is also a player of another game, so two game are potentially linked. The existence of a common player determines the possibility of a link. Added value. Added value can arise your customers or suppliers in more than one market you lower, rather than your added value in the original game. Rules. Rules impose constraints on what players can do, and constraints can link. We look at linking games through choice of contract length, and will turn to a discount pricing rule that links games in mass consumer markets. Tactics. Finally, two game can be linked for no reason. Tactics can change the links between games. For example, issuing threats and establishing precedents are tactics that work by creating linkage across games. Scope. In practice, a separate scope level is very useful. The one that emphasizes strategies for linking games. In every case, the games have a player or players in common.